Most people think that you need a very expensive bass boat to have a successful fishing trip. I know that's not true, and I'm going to prove it in this video. I challenge myself and my skills to using this budget bass boat to explore two completely different bodies of water here in the state of South Carolina. This fishing trip starts out right here on Lake Russell on the border of Georgia and South Carolina. Along with challenging myself to find bass in this 36,000 acre lake, I'm also going to go after the deepest bass that I can find in this lake, and I'm going to do it using the most basic fishing electronics and tools that anyone can buy. You won't believe where I'm taking this boat by the time this challenge is over.
Oh, you got one, Joe? There's another one. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, it's a pounder.
Okay, here are the tools for today's fishing trip. I'm using an 18-foot aluminum bass boat, 2 Lowrance fish finders, 2 spinning rods tipped with this Z-Man soft plastic. By the way, you can get all these baits at shopblat.com. That's what we're doing today. Let's see if we can actually catch a bass using all of these affordable lures and rigs that absolutely anybody can buy. Let's go.
What we got here? It's a bass, that's for sure. Hey, he came up like he's dead. He came straight up off the bottom, and now he wants to fight a little bit. He came straight up off the bottom. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a 4-incher. Well, he's not. I'm gonna put a little dot right here. Let's see here, a little spotted bass. Make sure I mark my spot, because I saw quite a few on the graph. Now this one is Granddaddy Long Legs. Look at the shape of that thing. He is shaped like, I probably better not say what that. I was gonna say something there, but I probably should not say that. Somebody might get mad at me about what I was about to say. Here's the thing with this style of fishing, catching deep water spotted bass, and it's not necessarily species related, but catching deep water bass can be intimidating. The reason that it's intimidating is because you can't visually see what you're fishing for. Everything that I'm fishing for, I'm either seeing it on the mapping or the sonar. I'm using my electronics to be my eyes. When I'm fishing in a pond, I can see the shallow areas. I can see where the depth changes. I can see the stumps. I can see the laydowns. When you're fishing offshore like how I am now, you can't see those things. So it can be intimidating, but I promise your electronics are your best friend in this style of fishing. Man, it's so cool. You literally sit there and watch on the graph what's about to go down. I saw these fish. I was like, there he goes, there he goes. There's a bunch, oh, there's a bunch down there on the screen. I saw them all. Oh, look at them, they're starting to crawl now. I'm gonna put a waypoint right here. I always mark where I get bit, because most likely there's probably bait fish there or something. And so, I don't know if this is a better one or not. Feels a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. Look, he's spitting up bait. Look at all the fish on the graph. Look at that right there. Look at that graph. Holy smokes. Dude, there's like 15 or 20 of them under the boat here. That's a pretty good one. I'm gonna have to get down and ooh, that is a good one right there. Dude, this is extremely technical fishing. This is what I love about living in South Carolina. I've got everything from pond fishing to trout fishing in the stream, coastal fishing. Today, yesterday we were fishing on the bank in a pond. Today, I'm out here in 60 foot of water doing some extremely technical finesse fishing. I love it. Like literally within 30 minutes of my house, I can catch 3 to 4 pound spotted bass. I can go in the pond and just catch fish, just doing whatever I want to do. So cool, man. All right, let's go back down here. I got to get them while they're going. These fish can be extremely finicky about the time of day they bite. You would think because it's cold, it's wintertime. It's 40 degrees today, misting rain. It's like 80 or 90% chance of rain today. You would think you need the daytime, like they're gonna bite later in the day. Truly and honestly, they bite first thing in the morning. It's the weirdest thing. It's always been like that around here. First thing in the morning is when they bite the best. So I want to try to make as much as I can out of this first hour and a half, 2 hours of daylight. let's talk a little bit about what makes an area good. How do you find these places? What are you doing? You're at a lake you've never seen before. How are you going to find fish in 35, 40 foot of water? Just think about the things that you look for when you're on the bank. When you're going down the bank, what are you looking for? Rocky transitions, you're looking for wood, you're looking for depth changes. It's the exact same thing at 35 foot. It's no different. So you're gonna use your graph, you're gonna use the topo map. Your mapping is your best friend when you're looking for these areas. Anywhere you see a quick depth change, underwater islands, typically I'll focus on the steepest part of that underwater island. If I'm going in a pocket, we call them ditches, I'll look for the deepest part, the steepest part of that ditch is where I'm going to focus most of my time and energy.
A cold, wet winter day can be really uncomfortable to fish in. But if you can get past the bite of old man winter, that can be some of the most productive fishing that you can have all year long.
There's a few fish right there on the graph. Let's see if I can get his attention. It tapers off really fast, and that's a lot of times where I like to target some of these fish. It's the same thing that you would target that you could visually see on the bank. It's actually a really cool way to fish because it forces you to rely on not the things that you can see with your naked eye. You're having to use your electronics to look deeper into the water. Whoa, whoa. He came up real hard. That fish came up fast. Oh, let me put a dot on that one, on that spot. Anytime I catch, if I get a bite, I immediately just put a mark down because obviously you don't have much of a landmark to tell where you are. And typically there's something right there that's holding that fish. Spotted dog. It's so fun. The bite is so weird. If you ever do this, the bite is not real aggressive. He just kind of just pulls down on it like a rubber band. You'll just be shaking that thing there and it just, all of a sudden it just kind of tightens up like a rubber band. That fish was a little shallower. It was in like 30, 38. There we go. 38 feet. You see how fat these things are though? They may not always be the biggest fish, but dude, look how they're built. I mean, they built like me. I might be short, but I'm kind of stocky. But they're always built just so girthy. You see the shape. If you've never seen a spotted bass before, if you don't have them where you live, the way you can always tell is just how thick they are in that middle section. Really streamlined at the tail because they're real fast swimmers. That's why they thrive so much in this clear, deep water like this. They can just hawk down their prey. Let's go right back down to the bottom. Look at what that one's fitting. He's spitting up something too. Now this is weird. You would think they would be feeding on the blueback herring. Now this one is feeding on, it looks like a small brim or something, some type of panfish. And you know, earlier, well actually I got one here on the deck that he spit up. You can see this is a blueback herring that I had one spit up earlier. And they always regurgitate things. When you hook one, they're trying to shake that hook so bad that they start regurgitating all their lunch. And there's a brim, we got like a whole dinner. We could just fry this up. We don't even have to keep any fish if we want to eat. We could just fry up all the dead shad and everything that these fish have been eating. Ooh, hope I don't get salmonella, E. coli off of that.
As far as I can see, this fishing trip has been a huge success. We took our budget bass boat and caught the deepest bass in this lake using, we should challenge ourselves a little bit further. Let's go to Charleston, South Carolina. I already know what you're thinking. This boat ain't built for saltwater fishing. Watch this. So here's our inshore saltwater fishing challenge for today. I would like to catch what we call the Carolina Slam. I think we should set a mark to catch at least 3 different species of fish. In a perfect world, I'd like to see at least one speckled trout, at least one redfish for sure. What I think is going to be the hardest is the infamous flounder. I really wanted to make this trip something to remember and something special, so I decided to invite my friend Joe Camarino to help me conquer this challenge. Listen, I take this challenge very serious. I'm willing to stay out here on this water in the dark until we catch all 3 of those species.
Got him, that's a trout. I think it's gonna be challenging today.
Definitely, with all the wind.
Yeah, just to set the stage here, this is what we're up against. A lot of muddy water, a lot of wind, more muddy water, and some more wind. So saltwater fish species, they really don't tend to like dirty water. So the biggest thing we got to try to do is find somewhere that we can actually fish today, because it's so windy, it's aggressive, it's disrespectful wind out there today. We got to try to find some clear water. We're gonna have a lot of fun regardless. We might not have fun. Let me just keep it real. Like we always say, that it might not be fun for a couple hours, but we're going to try to make it as much fun as possible. Let's go. Basically, this is what you have when you come down here to the low country. Far as the fishing goes, you've got 3 species that we're going to be fishing for today. Redfish, my favorite, trout, speckled trout, and then you also sprinkle in an occasional flounder every now and then. There you go. Come on, Joe. Uh-oh, I hear, oh, you got 10. You got on 10. You better loosen that drag, bro. You better loosen that drag. Hey, don't blame me if you lose. I told you to loosen that drag. I only put 10 on there. Now, I'm looking at your biceps right now, and they are full of blood, my guy. He couldn't even talk. He just set the hook and was like, oh, look at him schooling right there. That's a decent one there. That's a slot size fish. Just make sure if he lunges, you got some drag. He won't give up, will he? He won't give up, will he? Come on, Joe. The champ is here. The champ is here. That's a nice one. That's a nice slot size red right there.
This is my first time.
Is that the first time you caught a red?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's a good size one too. Wait, I saw you buckling a little bit in the arm area. You're gonna need to tighten that up. Okay. Because when you get one on 30 inches or so, I'm not out here to help you. I'm looking out for me and me only. I brought you out here, but I'm only gonna look out for me and me only. So, well, if we need to get some water on that fish, you can return it back, because you got more work to do, my guy. You got more work to do. That was a pretty good job for your first one, though. I was impressed. I'm just saying, you might want to tighten it up. You might want to tighten it up.
Tropical storm Nicole didn't leave us with very much good water to fish, but this challenge just got started. 1 down and 2 to go.
Dang it, bro, you gotta be kidding me. You kidding me?
There
Joe.
That's a little better.
Is that a big one?
That's a lot better.
Bro, listen at the line. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Make sure you got your drag, because I'm telling you, that's a linebacker right there, my guy.
There we go.
Listen, is he going that way? Let me just get out of the shot, okay? How about that? Listen, you hear his drag? Let me help you a little bit. Put a little water on there. Here we go. Oh, I got him. Oh, dude, that's a male. He's stroking. Nice. Look at that. Get this fish. Get him over my head. Over my head.
I got him.
Oh my God. I wonder if I eat my sandwich after that. Will that be okay? Dude, I literally ate part of my sandwich while you were fighting that fish today.
That's awesome.
Oh, was that one on the trout trick? The trout trick. Dark and stormy. It's a little different.
I want to do this all day.
Right. It's addictive, dude.
Yeah.
It's addictive.
Can we stay another day?
We can stay another day. We can do a 2-dayer. We can do a 2 for, bro, you're a 3-time champ.
That's what I'm talking
Hey, you
about.
tell me how long you want to stay.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So far today, the fishing's been pretty good,
Whoa, that was really
but our challenge is not going that well. The goal is to catch a redfish, a trout, and a flounder. And so far, all we've caught is a bunch of redfish.
There's one. Got one?
Yeah.
You got a good one? Oh, it's a flounder, isn't it? Dude, look at that. Is that the slant? Oh, we gotta catch it. That's a flounder. Now we gotta catch a trout. Well, you gotta catch it first. But that's, let's see, is it a pretty good one? Dude, he's gotta be 19 inches, 18 inches.
This is 19.
Look, and that's a big flounder. Dude, that's on shrimp po' boy. You swapped up colors and didn't even tell your boy. Okay, Joe. Woo. That's how you become a champ, right?
Awesome.
Is that your first flounder?
Yeah, it actually is.
Really?
And
really?
he's super soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be soft in my frying pan is what he could be.
I've never eaten one.
You never ate flounder?
I've never eaten a flounder.
We're eating flounder for you tonight. No. We're gonna get you some good old South Carolina seafood tonight. Some shrimp, grits, and flounder. I don't even know if that's a combo, but we'll make it. I don't even know if that's a combo, but it'll be a combo tonight.
Fighting these 20-mile-an-hour winds and 30-mile-an-hour gusts, it was a beating, but it was just something that I wanted to experience and something that I was glad I was able to do. And then at the end of that, he still wanted to go out and fish at night and fish these docks with the lit up docks and all that stuff with the lights in them. And seeing those fish underneath those was just breathtaking. It was something I've never done before. It was, you know, mind blowing to me.
This is one of the, there he is. Got him, that's a trout. That's a trout. We got the slam, baby. That is 100% a trout. Slam! We got the slam. So for you guys that don't know, I know all my freshwater people get that trolling motor, Joe, so we don't float into the dock. The wind is hawking tonight. For you freshwater guys, a saltwater slam is when you catch a redfish, a trout, and a flounder. So we've caught plenty of redfish, we've caught some trout, and now we got the flounder. So my goal tonight, like the conditions are just so horrible, my goal tonight was like just to get a bite.
There's one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Joe's got one. Joe, what does it feel like?
I think it's a trout.
Another trout? We got more trout. More trout. Swing him up here. All right, dude. We got 2 trout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I just been talking about how we hadn't caught any trout at all.
He's slippery.
We got 2, those are about probably 15, 16 inch trout that we caught here. I say bro, I hate to throw those things back because they taste so good in the grease, my guy. There he is.
There we go.
Another trout.
That's another one.
Another trout. Dude, I was keeping it up high under that light because you got to think, like with the light, you want to hold that trolling motor?
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead and cast up there because you know when you get them fired up, you want to get them going. I was keeping it up high, keeping my bait up high because the water is extremely dirty. I know you can't tell right now because it's dark out, but obviously. But the water is really muddy from all the wind. It's got everything churned up. So I kept my bait up high because I imagine the bait and everything, even the fish, were probably hanging up high because that's where the most light is. On this one, I was keeping my bait up real high. You can't tell it, but the water is extremely dirty. It's all churned up from the hurricane and all the wind the last few days. So the light, you gotta imagine if you're under the water, the most intense light. Oh, you got one, Joe?
There's another one.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, it's a flounder.
Is it a flounder?
It's a big one.
Oh, dude, that's a big one. That's a keeper. Bro, that's a keeper. Oh, get him, Joe. Come on, bro. Come on, son. Get him in the boat. That's all I'm asking you.
Oh, man, look at that. That's
Joe
awesome.
got him a flounder. Hey, what do we call what we got now? We got the quadruple. We call like literally every species that's inshore. That's a keeper for sure, bro.
Look at that.
That's gonna be tough. Throw that one back. That's a keeper. We got a big old flounder. We got a flounder and a sea trout at night in wintertime. It's like 40 degrees out in the night, 30-mile-an-hour wind. Dude, nobody else is at, not a single truck at the boat ramp when we launched tonight. I wonder why. Did he thump it?
Oh, he thumped it hard.
All right, this is extreme fishing right here, right? We're out here fishing at night in the wintertime. Nobody fishes at night in the wintertime. You wanna get out here and have the water all to yourself, come out when it's cold at night after a hurricane. Only people you're gonna find out here is Joe Camarino and myself.
That's for sure.
This has been the fun. Listen, it started off bad, ended up being one of my most memorable trips ever. Like, I will never forget this, the time that we fished out of the hurricane at night.
Yeah.
And wind. This is awesome, bro. Good job today.
Appreciate it,
You caught
man.
on this really good, dude. Let's throw these back and we'll get at it tonight.
All right.
We'll go catch some more.
Coming down here to South Carolina to fish saltwater, I didn't know what to expect. And me being a bass fisherman, I was thinking, you know, oh man, I'm not gonna know, I'm gonna be lost. But then fishing with Brian, he was just like, man, no, we're just gonna fish, you know, some freshwater lures, kind of like how we do bass fishing. You just got to be careful because some of them are big and they'll turn you, they'll pop your line. I was actually like, yeah, at ease catching some of these fish because it was pretty similar to freshwater fishing.
This has been a good week. Joe and I get to spend a bunch of time together, just kind of sharing some of my experience fishing saltwater. I feel like maybe you learned a few things, but the most exciting part for me was seeing his face light up when he caught his first redfish this week, caught his first flounder, even put him on a few speckled trout. Giving somebody a new experience that they haven't had before was really cool for me. So I'm looking forward to doing more of this next year. We're going to continue doing these straight up fishing classics, and everybody that wins, I want to take them fishing. I'll learn things from them as well. I love hearing everybody's backstory. And so this has been probably one of my favorite trips down here to the low country, spending it with Joe, showing him just the ins and outs of saltwater fishing, just sharing that experience. So today I'm fishing out of an aluminum bass boat. This is a Low Stinger 188. So I actually don't have a true saltwater fishing boat, but for you guys that are like me and you only spend a couple days down at the coast saltwater fishing, feel free to take your aluminum bass boat out. The only thing you need to do for care for your boat is make sure you rinse off your trailer really good. Hit all those really important components, the leaf springs, the wheels, your ratchet straps. Make sure you get all the salt water off of that. Here, anything that has a bolt or anywhere a point of corrosion, just make sure you rinse that off really good. And I promise you, taking your aluminum bass boat to the saltwater will work just as good as going out and buying a $60,000 or $70,000 bay boat.